Hello students and welcome back to backexamstudy.com. So today I'm going to start my session on how to start your preparations for RBI Grade B 2019 exam, right? So let's start, and in case you're unable to watch the session properly, you can let me know. Uh, let's start. So let me just check it myself if it is working properly or not. So I think it is. So it's working properly. So students, a lot of you actually asked me, called me and messaged me, sir, how to start our preparations for RBI Grade B 2019 exam. That's a common question on my WhatsApp number, on my, on my email, even on the discussion boards. Sir, 2018 is done. The interviews are even pending, but we didn't do well in 2018 exam, or I just want to start my preparations for next year exam, and there are students who will ask me, sir, I want to prepare for 2020 exam. So let me just tell you how you should move forward. The first common mistake that I notice is the students, they keep on preparing for phase 1 and they never prepare for phase 2. After clearing the phase 1, after appearing for phase 1, they'll start thinking about phase 2, which is not right. You need to prepare for phase 2 in advance. I mean, there is FM, there is principles of management, there is ESA. In case you are from non-commerce background, you won't be able to do that within 15 or 20 days. You need more time for that. So let's start with the month of December. What you should do in the month of December, in the December 2018, the first section that you should focus on, you should start with phase 2 and not from phase 1. Start from phase 2, the financial management. That's what I'm going to recommend you. Start from phase 2, not from phase 1. So in the phase 2, you should start with the simple topics like derivatives. This is actually really easy. Derivatives, mutual funds, then time value of money, bond valuations, time value of money, the powers of RBI, the RBI circulars, the SEBI circulars. You can say lot many other topics. Cost of capital, really easy. Then you can say capital structure, ratios, ratio analysis. This is not the same ratios, ratio analysis. All these chapters you need to do these in the month of December only. In the month of December, this is the base for the financial management. In the exam, the paper is little more difficult than these basic topics, but in the month of December, you should be able to grasp these basic topics. What are derivatives? What is time value of money? I mean, how you should be able to solve the numericals as well. I teach the FM on Bank Exam Today's mobile app as well. You can join the full course on my mobile app. Then we release the RBI Grade B GK Digest. This is a monthly digest. So most probably the RBI Grade B 2019 exam is going to held after the 2019 general election. And the general election are scheduled to be in the month of May or June. Most probably in the month of May, then in the month of June. I hope the exam should be in the month of July or August. It should not be in the month of May or June. Most probably it will be in the month of July or August, because there will be a new government. I mean, a lot of changes will be there in our country actually. The next year is really happening, so the exam will be delayed a bit. So RBI Grade B GK Digest, this is the monthly GK Digest that we release. In this digest, you are going to get the current affairs. Then you are going to get the analysis of RBI circular, which is really important. Even this year, there were a lot of questions. I think 6-7 questions were there which were directly from the RBI circular. So which is really important. Then the government schemes are the part of the government schemes are there, which are the part of the RBI Grade B GK Digest. In the phase 2 ESI paper, the government schemes are really important, and we are covering it every month in the RBI Grade B GK Digest. Then I can say the banking awareness is part of it. The banking awareness, the financial awareness is a part of this capsule. Then in case there is there is analysis of economic survey or SEBI's report. The SEBI's report is there. Any SEBI's report or any international report is there. Ease of doing business, etc. Economic survey kind of a thing is there, or economic survey, or in case there is a union budget. We are going to add up the analysis in this RBI Grade B GK data. So it is the collection of the study material that we provide to our students, right? Important for the ESA section as well as for the general awareness section, as well as for the FM paper. Okay. Then for the third part, the Hindu is really important. Why? A lot of you are going to ask me, sir, why should I read the Hindu if I'm already reading the daily current affairs? Why should I go for the Hindu? I mean, why so? Why Hindu? Students, this year there were 4 questions from FIFA. 4 questions from FIFA in the general awareness section of phase 1 RBI Grade B. 4 questions from FIFA only. Isn't it amazing? This is amazing. And most probably, if you are reading a newspaper, if you are giving like 30-40 minutes every day, you are going to read about FIFA, because you are going to read about a lot of new topics. Most probably, if you are following a current affairs website, right, including ours, you are going to miss some of the important topics, some of the important points. I don't want you to do that mistake. A newspaper is really, really important. Okay, the Hindu I recommend. If it is not available, the Indian Express, you should go for it. Even if that is not available, the Mint in the southern part of India and in the Maharashtrian area, the Mint is there, which is also a really good newspaper. So out of these 3, whichever is available at your place, go for it. Never skip a newspaper. Never. Newspaper is really, really important. Which parts are important? Avoid the politics. You can also avoid the opinion based articles. Focus on the facts. Focus on the news. Are you getting it? Because it'll take a lot of time to read the opinions. Actually, I know I am the very first person who's going to tell you that you should avoid that these opinions and all. But according to me, focus on the news. Let it be in the sports page, let it be on the economy, business and economy page, let it be on the headlines. Focus on it. Okay. If you want to read the opinion page or editorial, that's your wish. You can go for it. That will, bring a reading habit in you. Otherwise, whatever is there, it's great. So let's move forward. This is for the month of December. You need to do this much in the month of December. At least 4 to 5 hours in a day you need to study for the preparation of RBI Grade B. The more it is, the better it is, right? Just a second. So for the month of Jan. So let's move forward with the month of Jan. I forgot my water, sorry. So for the month of Jan 2018, what you should do? See, students, I know that a lot of students, a lot of you are going to tell me, sir, still 7-8 months are left. Why we should start even now? Why? But this much time is actually sufficient. But if you're going to start your preparation in the month of March or April, that will be too late. Start your preparations today. Okay. For the month of Jan, okay, start with the basics of economics. Basics. Start with the basics of economics, right? In the economics, see, students, this year there was a question from elasticity of demand. Even this year there was a question from elasticity of demand in the ESI paper. I know that in my previous videos last year I told you that static economics is not that important. But a lot of students, a lot of you actually called me, because see students, I normally every day I get a call from like dozens of students, and I interact with them. I get to know that the students from engineering background, they don't know anything about economics. So you should know the basics of economics. That's why we started teaching the basics of economics. What is elasticity of demand, and what is GDP, what is GNP? The basics, the mere basics. We started doing it. What are inferior goods? What are alternative products, alternative goods? Such basic questions. We started doing it just for you. So you need to do this, the basics of economics, if you want to do it yourself. See students, there are a lot of books available by commercial publishers, but I would recommend you basic NCRT book. uh, lot of other books are available in the market, but for the dynamic portion, for the macroeconomics, I won't recommend you commercial books, because those books were published printed 2 years back, 1 year back. So those books are outdated. Avoid them. But NCRT is good for the static topics to understand the economics. Then you should focus on the principles of management. This year, there were more questions from principles of management in the FM paper. 60% of the paper was from principles of management in the FM paper. 40% was from finance, 60 from management. So this subject is actually really simple. But the problem arises with which book to follow. I know students, a lot of teachers, even I would recommend LM Prasad's book, but trust me, that is a difficult book to follow. That's actually, the language is difficult. The students from the engineering background, they'll feel problem in following that particular book. And there are books by other publishers. Principles of management is a subject in graduation in the BCom or BBA. Those books are not sufficient. Those books are not sufficient. Not sufficient at all for this exam. You need to read about principles of management in depth. You need to read in depth about the subject. The complete subject, the syllabus is available on bankexamstudy.com. Again, I'll provide the link in the description, right? What to do, what not to do. The principles of management syllabus is quite standardized. The principles of management, that is a chapter. The scientific management, there are development of management thoughts, is there 10 writers, thoughts by 10 gurus, management gurus, or authors, management authors, you can say. Then there is whole management process, planning, organizing, directing, controlling, and all staffing. There are separate chapters about that. Then leadership, then motivation, which are actually really important. Then the communication, really important. And the corporate governance is really important, right? So you need to cover up that as well. You should be able to do that in the month of Jan only. In the month of Jan. And then again, you need to read the RBI Grade B GK Digest for the month of Jan 2018. And then obviously you are already doing the Hindu every day. You're giving 30 minutes to the Hindu every day. I know this is little hectic. I would say 5 to 6 hours a day would be sufficient. 5 to 6 hours a day would be sufficient in the month of Jan. Last in the month of December, I said around 4 hours a day. But here you need to increase the number of hours that you are devoting. So 5 to 6 hours a day, that would be sufficient. What about the month of March, month of Feb? Now it's time for phase 1. I hope that you will be able to cover up the whatever I said for the month of Jan in the month of Jan only. But I know that most of you are going to extend it by 10 days or 12 days, and it will be like 15th of Jan, right? Or like 15th of Feb actually, right? So you can extend your plan according to your capability, but try to stick to this plan only, right? Then quantitative aptitude. This is the students. There are students who are good at FM, who are good at ESI, but they don't know anything about quant. And if you are if you are not solving quantitative aptitude question from last 3 months, then there will be a problem. Please give me my phone. There will be a problem. Start solving the quantitative aptitude questions. That is really, really, really important, right? Let me tell you one simple thing. This year the paper was really easy. This year the paper was really easy, not difficult at all. The data interpretation questions were really easy, right? Just a second. Somebody is asking me, Ramesh Singh's book is enough. I mean, I'll get back to all the doubts. Don't worry, I'll come back to the doubts. But first of all, let me complete it. The quantitative aptitude, this year the paper was really easy. That's why the cutoff was really high. The DI sets were, trust me, the DI sets were really easy. You could do that within 3 or 4 minutes. I know that. Yesterday I did 2 sets exactly from the RBI Grade B pattern. And I got comments like halwa questions हैं, बेकार questions हैं, ऐसे question paper में नहीं आते and all. But those were the exact questions from the RBI Grade B exam. Our teachers appeared for the exam and they got these questions from the exam. And we marked it in the books, in our notes, and I picked the same questions. And I gave it to you and students, they were like very easy. So last year the paper was really easy. This year's paper, I would say, the DI was very easy. The number series was very easy, I would say. Actually, the complete paper was easy, but there was a time constraint. So if you're not practicing properly, there will be a problem, right? So you need to work on your calculation speed. Again, I'm talking about the same topic. I'm discussing the same topic, that you need to work on your calculation speed. If you are not working on your calculation speed, things will be really difficult. Even in this exam, if your calculation speed is good, you can do it really easily, right? Then the RBI Grade B GK Digest, again the Hindu and the RBI Grade B GK Digest, that should be your staple food every day, right? Every day you need to do this. Every day. There are no alternatives to these. Then in the month of March, the whole month you are going to do just one subject. I mean, in a day, see students, most of you are working professionals. You don't have that much time to do 2-3 subjects. If you are doing 2-3 subjects in a day and you are giving 4-5 hours a day, that would be very difficult to switch between the subjects. Every day, don't get bored. Getting bored is not an option here. For whole month, you need to complete this whole section. RBI Grade B GK Digest, the Hindu is there. Reasoning ability, this is the section in which most of the students who are facing the problem in this section in the phase 1. Okay, so in the reasoning ability, I would say start with the puzzles. Because puzzles are the thing, puzzles and seating arrangement where most of the students are facing the issues. So puzzles are the problem, right, for the student. So when you're starting a book or when you're starting our course, don't feel like this is really easy for me. Don't be overconfident. Don't feel like this question will be never there in the exam. If you feel like it is an easy puzzle, solve that puzzle within 2 minutes for me. If you feel like this is a really simple question of seating arrangement, solve that within 3 minutes for me. If you can do that, amazing. When there is no point in solving difficult seating arrangement and puzzles and you are taking 15 minutes, you won't be having that much time in the exam. If you are getting the same puzzle in the exam, anyhow you need to skip it. Then for the month of April and May, focus on the current affairs, because even in this year's paper, the latest current affairs were there. Then you should wait for that exam, and you should take the test series, and then the RBI's official website. You need to read the RBI circulars deeply. You need to read that in depth. And by now, you should be able to do your SWOT analysis. You need to do your SWOT analysis. That what are your strengths, weakness, what are the opportunities, what are the threats, where you can improve your scores. So wherever you feel like, okay, I am weak at general awareness, okay, or I am weak at FM, tell us, or redo that particular subjects. Even if the exam is in the month of August, see students, exam can be any time between, you can say any time between. There will be no exam till May, I'm sure, because in the month of May there are elections, right? So exam can be anywhere between July to Even October. Next year, the exam is going to be delayed for sure. So by the end of May, you'll be able to know that yes, I'm weak at FM, I'm weak at ESI, I'm weak in English. So you'll be having good amount of time to work on your weaknesses, and you will be improving yourself. One more thing, don't ask me that सर इस साल पेपर होगा कि नहीं. सबसे बेकार क्वेश्चन है. Trust me. Students are asking this question again and again every year. I mean, every day I'm getting this question. Don't ask that question to me, right? So we have already started RBI Grade B 2019 course. We are providing video classes, notes and test series. A proper discussion board is there, and you can join the course here. And this is my WhatsApp number, and now I'm going to take your questions. Now give me your questions. Okay. A lot of questions are there. I'm 29 and I'll be 30. I'll be 30. So I'll be able to see, Rahul. It all depends upon your date of birth and the notification date. So I can't say anything about it. So there are students like this. Let me put this, messages of the students. Okay. Sir, when does RBI assistant notification will be released? Anytime with the next 1 or 2 months. I'm not sure about it. We have already started the course because we get to know about this from our friends. That yes, there will be RBI assistant notification. So obviously we have more information than you. So there will be notification. Don't worry. I cannot provide you the exact date because we do not have the exact dates. We do not have the tentative dates. सर आपका वीडियो परचेज किया था मैंने, मीन्स से क्वालिफाई हुआ. हर्षा गौतम, call me tomorrow morning. I'm going to talk to you. Sir, I'm starting with the NCERT book. Okay, I'm starting with NCERT books. That's great. Sukumar, start with the basic economics book of NCERT. That's a great thing. That's the best thing that you are doing. Even the business studies book is there for the principles of finance. That's the best thing that you are doing. Don't worry. Go for it. अगर अभी तैयारी करें तो स्टार्ट हो जाए. Yes, you should start your preparations now. You have a long time. Shubh Arora is back. You have cracked the Bank of India Credit Officer exam. Good evening, Shubh. Sir, please provide 2018 RBI mains question paper. Sumit, don't worry. I have it, and most probably within the next few days, I'm going to share it on the channel only. Sir, fee आप check कर लीजिए please. Rahul Kumar, I have just left my private job. Now I am preparing for VB Tera Life. Balram Pathak, please don't do that. Sir, for basics of economics, we need to follow the NCERT. You can follow NCERT. Otherwise, I'm teaching the NCERTs, and actually, I'm teaching the NCERT on Bank Exam Today's mobile app. You can join the course. I'm going to teach you. Sir, ESI के लिए Ramesh Singh is enough. Nikhil, see, the problem with the Ramesh Singh is the data is outdated. It is a good book, but the data is outdated. So I won't recommend that. NCERT is better than Ramesh Singh. Trust me. I don't have a NABARD graded rates. Post for a IT officer, you need to check their official website. Yes, they have the IT officer post on their website. Just today they released the results for phase 2. Please check. Paid PDF is available. Kshitij Pathak, yes, RBI Grade B PDFs. These are available on store.bankexamstudy.com. Which book for management? Sanket Gadkari. LM Prasad's book is comprehensive, I would say, but little difficult. But that is the only comprehensive book that I can find in the market. Sir, please suggest whether RBI Grade B is good for job or not having an MBA. If you do not have an MBA, that's not an issue. You can go for the preparations. भाई न्यूज़पेपर नहीं पढ़ना चाहिए प्लीज़. बफरिंग इशू, आई एम सॉरी फॉर दैट. सर, रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन ऑफ इंग्लिश सेक्शन एडिटोरियल सेक्शन हिंदू से ही आता है क्या? यस, काइंड ऑफ हिंदू से ही आता है. भाई इंसान है, वॉशिंग मशीन नहीं है, बटन दबाने से घूमने लगेगा. आई डोंट नो. I saw your video on which book is good for the preparation for the comparative exam. What to avoid for RBI grade B? I already told you the published books, the printed books for the current affairs, for the banking awareness, for ESI, you need to avoid this. So I think that's all, working professional. Let me just. So that's all I think for today. I think I have answered all the questions. Mm, so that's all for today, students. Uh, Sir, maths के लिए best book, whatever you are following for the IBPS PO, SBA PO, I think that is enough. So, students, if you want to join, if you want to take, download the free note for that RBI Grade B 2019 exam, I have made a proper page for that. Whatever I'm making for free, you can bookmark then that page, and that is available on bankexamstudy.com. If you want to join the complete course, you can go to store.bankexamstudy.com, and I request all of you to install Bank Exam Study's mobile app. That's really important for you because I'm going to share all the updates on that mobile app, the RBI circulars, whatever is important for this exam, I'm going to share on that. So that's all for today, students. I have answered all the doubts. So that's all for today, and thank you, and have a nice day. And I request all of you to press the like button and subscribe this channel.